Hello, DaJuan. This is Danny Gamble, and getting back to you, you sent out one of those. I probably imagine it was a generic email to everyone that's associated with you. You got my name on it, so I'll just pretend it was just for me. Yeah, right. Anyways, so yesterday was, I guess you call it Milk Day. Do you call it Milk Day? MLK Day, and definitely did want to respond to you. Um, yeah, it's there's so much. There's so much going on in your guys' country right now politically, um, and Martin Luther King. That's you talk about it being like 59 years ago, and I was 3 years old, so I was around. Probably just getting weaned off the nipple at that point, but still. Yeah. So I, I'm disappointed in the U.S. right now. Very disappointed, and like many people, probably concerned because it's a lot of years for you guys to still be fighting over fair voting rights and you know some sort of rule of law that's more to the rule of law than to the bullshit rule of law. We have bullshit rule of law up here too, but you know, luckily we're at least presently we're still more rule of law than we are not rule of law. And your country just revolves around money and the wealthy, and it's sickening because the the screwing down of the middle class or the lower classes. It's just been for so many years that your country ain't what it should be, not at all, and that's sad because you know democracy is first and foremost a shining light for America, and the fact that it's turning into a joke is not good for your neighbors, me, Canadians. It's not good for your neighbors south of you, Mexicans. I mean, in many ways, your country runs worse than Mexico does, and they have a lot of gangs and stuff down there. But yeah, I just can't believe. Well, actually, I can believe. I shouldn't say I can't believe. I frustratingly believe um, so many of your politicians, well, pretty much all your politicians, are bought and paid for. And the representation for the people is not there. It's the Democrats, it's all talk. They say the right things, but they don't follow through, and they can't follow through because they too are bought off. The GOP is at least a little more honest about it because they're just blatantly corrupt and they don't seem to care. They seem to have no shame. The last few weeks, these side by side films of people saying one thing at the beginning of your January 6th last year, and and then what they say now at this time of the year, a year later, is like, you know, like, have you no shame? They don't have any shame, and the people supporting them don't have any shame. They just don't care. It's like Triple X movie. It's just create chaos, and that's what you guys are doing. You're creating chaos, but sadly, it always affects minorities. It affects ladies or women. Ladies, women, same thing. It affects the youth that would like to see changes, but they slowly get controlled too as they finally get into the voting years, and they start getting guided right away. Anyone that might look like a leader there, they start getting supported and bought off really early, so that it's like getting the rookie sports player that is going to make it one day. So you pinpoint them and sign them up early, so you don't have to pay the full cost of it. I think there was a compliment in what you wrote about yourself and me, being the right kind of people that Martin Luther was speaking about. And again, I know that that probably is said to many people from your point, and which is, I understand why. But I actually do think I'm that person. I have some quirky ideas. Some for like stand-up comedy kind of stuff. Like yes, give an example. So like I believe it should become mandatory before you can graduate from high school. You must date someone of another culture. It doesn't matter if you're like doesn't matter if you're boy, girl, girl. It doesn't matter what your preference is. You must date someone from another culture. You must meet their parents. They must meet your parents. You must go out on dates, and you must write a report on it. About what you went in before thinking it was going to be like, what it was like during the time, and then your after look at it. Your conscious kind of month or two after you've done it, dates and stuff, and understanding different foods, different ways. Get a rate on that too, and just see from the beginning of what you thought it would be like going into what you kind of got at the end of it all. That would be very beneficial to yourself and to the world. That's what everyone needs to do. And I mean mixing up everything. I mean, I actually I believe in what I call crossbreeding. Like, the more we breed with each other throughout the world, the less we're going to be able to be directed as sheep and told you must hate that person because of their looks, their religion, their ethnic background, their size, their shape, like like all these things that are just keep us distracted. I'm not going to go too long with this one today, I don't think, but actually I'm already 7 minutes in, so I guess I am going long. That's kind of old school, right? I talk. What else? I had something there, and I think it's dropped out of my head already. Must be these headphones. I'm not used to wearing them. Probably going to be some background music filter in here. I hope so, actually. I think it's Paul McCartney Band on the Run. Yeah, we're all on the run. All of us. Let's see. Go back to the politics of it all. I think if you guys don't get your the basics of being people allowed to vote and not line up for water and stuff, and it's not a good situation down there. I believe your independents should basically get together with maybe some of your Democrats that aren't happy, your AOCs and them. Like, maybe they should just branch away and say, no, you guys, you're too cowardly for us. You're the cowardly lions. So they should maybe form their own party, and then yes, maybe they'll be third for a while. Maybe they'll move up to second. Maybe they'll even one day get first. But then maybe with three parties, you guys can start making things happen when it comes to the votes, right? If 20-30% of them left and a bunch of independents joined them, then they might win quite a few seats, and then those seats would actually control the outcomes to making sure things actually happen. So maybe it's the old 50, well, it won't be 50-50 at that point. It'll be probably leaning more to GOP because it'll be stealing from Democrats. But at the same token, they'll still need those independents, that the people that are even further left than them, to say, no, not a chance. You're going to have to come, and you want us to sign on anything that you're doing. You're going to have to, do some stuff that's best for the people. So those tax dollars go to the tax dollars taken from the masses of people go back to the masses of people, instead of just getting filtered away to the wealthy. Tax breaks for the wealthy happen so easily in your country. Money for arms happens so easily in your country. But apparently bridges and hospitals is too far a reach. Like, it's, what the hell are you guys doing? Smarten up. Myself, I would like to do podcasts and stuff like that. I think there was another email sent me a few weeks ago regarding, wherever you're headed. I would like to do things like podcasts and conversations back and forth. I'd have a nice spoof on that interbreeding and saying, "Hey, I do my part." I'm an old guy. I'm not going to limit my options, right? So, if someone from some other culture would like to get to know me and we have a good time, great. If we don't, oh well, at least we probably learn something, both of us. I have my preferences just like everyone else, but it's funny, for years I wouldn't date anyone younger than me. I was just so stringent on it until a younger woman schooled me once. She wanted to go out on a date and I asked her age and she got upset about that. And so I of course asked why, and she said, well, I'm obviously old enough. I'm a mature woman. I can make my own decisions. It's not up to you. And so then I tried to say, oh, okay, fair enough. Let's go for, beer, glass of wine. And she said, no, you lost a chance. On top of that, I have this old joke. I always go menopause, which is of course menopause. And I've, at my age, I've been through a few ladies that are gone through menopause. And so maybe dating a little bit younger when you're as old as me isn't so bad. I say that in theory because I still haven't actually, taken the plunge. I'm trying to do my, diving, taking the plunge. So maybe I got a bit of cowardly lying in me too. Anyways, all the best. So yeah, if you ever want to do a kind of Zoom podcasty thing where you turn and go, and you have 3 or 4 characters that you're using, and you go, oh, and what's the Canadian think on this particular topic? I educate myself. I research a lot. I love documentaries. I love news. I love what's going on in the world. I've been accused of being an opinionated person. Apparently I was not, but I actually thought it was great. I mean, I have opinions. That means I'm invested in what's going on around me. But apparently not. Apparently to this particular person, I was an opinion. I call myself the opinionator after that. Yes, I have opinions, and I'm not saying they're always right. I'm not saying they're always wrong. They're just my opinions, So I'm sure I'll have a percentage of people say, well done, and other people say, that was crap. Other people say, wow. Yeah, the world. All right, so there you go. Hope you're doing well in life. I'm kind of just starting to get back in the swing of things. My health has gotten better, and starting to warm up out here in Canada a bit. I'm in BC, so not all across Canada, of course. And it's time to start getting out there and making some dollars again, so I can pay next year's bills. I got through last year. And hope you and yours are all doing well. Take care. Bye.